Hey everyone, it's Jennifer.
And it's Shonio.
This is going to be our last video. It is the end of the year, and I don't know if you guys remember, but this was our New Year's resolution of 2016 was to post one video every week for a whole year, and we did it.
I'm actually really surprised that we actually did one every single week.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I can't believe the year is already over. Like, it's almost 2017. That's so crazy. Now we have to start thinking of new resolutions.
This is the first New Year's resolution that I've actually completed.
I know, it's true. I think it's because we had each other to keep each other accountable.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can't just slack off.
Yeah.
Maybe if I had done it by myself, I probably wouldn't have went through with it. But
exactly.
Yeah, I definitely think this was my first one that I stuck through as well.
And I think we thought about it before New Year's happened, and we knew we were committed to doing it, and we saw the benefits of it, and we enjoyed doing it.
And we learned so much doing this. You actually learn a lot because we went through a lot of the problems that we or topics that we came up with were stuff that we face, obviously, either in the past or now. And so it was really interesting thinking really deeper about it and just trying to figure out what new perspective can you have to make you feel better in that moment. And it actually helped us a lot as well, and it felt good helping you guys as well.
Some of my favorite videos were the ones where I was experiencing it and I didn't really know, and I would tell Janelle oh, let's do a topic about this, and I actually don't know what the solution is, so we would go online, read some things, and just start thinking about oh, if I did that, why wouldn't it make me feel better? So then I felt we could dig a little deeper about what our solution is, because I would be I can't apply that.
Exactly.
It's just not going to work.
And I think a lot of the times, I know when we first started, one of our goals was to give I guess mantras or solutions that were actionable, and it didn't feel oh, that's easier said than done. If you're not passionate about your job, do what you love and quit your job. That's not realistic. And so we really forced ourselves to think about stuff that's realistic, actionable. You won't hear it and be oh yeah, so easy for you to say that. And I think we did a good job, I think. And I think we learned a lot about ourselves and skills that we have, and areas of our weakness and areas of strength, how we act in front of a camera, how we speak, everything.
I learned so much about how I speak, and even now I definitely see room for improvement still. And it starts making me think when I'm talking to people, I'm oh no, I know what I look like.
Whenever I'm at work and I have to give presentations or anything, I already know what I look like. I know what my facial what my mouth is doing, and I just I
think you're really good at expressing through the tone of your voice and through your face what you feel, what you're saying, and it's connected. For me, I was looking at myself, I'm whoa, I don't my eyebrows don't move, my mouth doesn't move when I'm talking. If I'm talking about something sad, I look the same way as if I'm talking about something happy. So I'm I need to make it more interesting to follow what I'm saying.
So it's definitely a journey for us, but it was a really good one. I'm really happy I did this, and I don't know, it just felt good to hear people, hear from you guys that you liked some of the videos, or you could relate and stuff like that. That was really good to hear.
I think the video to me represented something bigger in my life in terms of I've always wanted to create a side project or something to go above and beyond, but I never felt I could commit to something and actually follow through with it. So I felt this project made me feel okay, next time I want to go for something, it's I have the drive and I have the ability to go and actually do it. And obviously it helps with all your feedback, the people that have been liking the videos and commenting it. It just made me feel okay, they said they saw us improving, or they liked the content, or that was relevant, and it definitely made us keep wanting to post every week.
So 2017 is coming up, Jen.
Yes.
Have you thought about new resolutions? Actually, I haven't thought that deep about it yet. There's definitely things I want to accomplish in 2017. We definitely want to start a new project. So this was our 2016 project, and we definitely want to do something in 2017. So I think I guess it's kind of a resolution is to just do it. Kind of how we did this, to actually do something for 2017. Other than that, I haven't really thought
about it. I think the goal for 2017, that's different from the YouTube channel that we want, is something that's going to grow, something that's going to make money, something that's a business idea,
a side business,
and will set us up for making money. Not making money, but just a business,
an actual business,
we feel is meaningful, is contributing to someone's life, and it's actually, we can make a business out of it.
I think personally, a personal goal of mine for 2017, I think would be I don't know, lately I've been thinking about authenticity a lot. And
Yeah,
just like,
that's true.
I don't know, just I really admire people who are just like unapologetically themselves and just like put themselves out there and they don't care. So I think something that I'm going to attempt to try for 2017 is just to be like, not be afraid to be myself in all situations. And I think I'm already like okay with that, but I think I could definitely be better. And I think that, I don't know, I'm just gonna try and like put myself out there more.
That's actually a really good one. I like
Yeah.
now I'm like maybe I should do that one too. I think that's like that was probably like my biggest issue in 2016.
2016.
That was probably the biggest issue of 2016 for me is like not feeling like myself. Like if I go with my friends, I feel 100% authentic, but then I switch over to another environment and I'm like completely lost and confused. And I think that's like something that's so valuable like these days. Everyone wants to know who
you are,
like what, like
yeah. I feel like I hear it being brought up a lot more, like that term, and I think I see more people doing it, and I feel like I don't know, I'm just not doing it.
I think I'm like raised where you just want everyone to like you, and you kind of I like adapt and I mold myself like depending on the vibe of the room. I'll be like, okay, like more quiet or more loud or more happy, more like chilled, and I just like kind of, I don't know, I just like grew up doing that, but it's hard to like reverse out of it. And I feel like people just love authentic people, like even if it's not really like their cup of tea, it's like they respect you for just showing up as you.
And I think like recently-ish I saw like someone speak about, she was speaking about diversity, but then she touched on authenticity, and she was talking about how there's like 3 selves, and I feel like I've heard this concept before somewhere else, but there's the authentic self, there's the adaptable self, and the performance self. So the authentic self, you're like completely yourself, like you're just you in all situations all the time. Adaptable is like you're authentic sometimes, but then in certain situations you adapt to your surroundings and you're kind of hide who you truly are to like fit in. And there's the performance self where you're just like always trying to fit in and always like trying to be like who you're around. And when you're in that stage, you are not happy with who you are because you feel like, you kind of feel like resentful, like angry, like you don't like that you're putting on this act. And she said that most people are in the middle. Like most people are in the adaptable self, which she said is not a bad place to be. But she said that she's like, her goal in life is to try and get people to be more like steer more towards the authentic side. And she just feels like there are situations where you have to adapt and it makes sense to adapt. But she said that you should be more conscious about like all the situations where you are able to be more authentic and try to do that. So I think when I heard her speak, I was already thinking about this stuff like before, but then after I heard her speak, I was like, yeah, I really need to like, I don't know, like just like make it more of a conscious thing in my life. So I think, definitely that's my 2016 personal goal.
I feel like that's my personal goal too, but then when I break it down, I feel like I thought so much about this, and like sometimes when I go in a room, I just like don't know how. So that's like maybe like since I've some like a little bit of time until New Year's Eve hits. But that's something I need to think more about. What is one thing that you learned from this YouTube New Year's resolution, and what are you gonna do about it to bring it to 2017?
I think one thing that I learned is that we all have like these everyday problems and issues in our life, but I've learned that with some reflection, you can actually find perspectives and things that'll actually be actionable and actually make you feel better. And I think like before doing this project, I would never be this conscious about like the issues in my life and like actually thinking on how to improve it. And I think in 2017, I want to continue this trend. So kind of like continue doing the YouTube thing in my head, like, or with myself. So like as I come across like new issues and new problems or like whatever, to actually like stop and think about it and like what can I do differently? What perspective can I have to like make myself feel better and just like continue this trend, because I think it was really healthy for us and we learned a lot, and it's definitely something that will like continue to help me grow as a person if I continue this like habit of reflection.
And what is something that you feel like you could have improved on in 2016 from this channel that you will carry forward in 2017?
So I think the area of improvement, probably like just in general for both of us, could have been to like be more consistent in other areas other than, so we were really consistent with the videos, but when it came to like social media or like other aspects of the project that could have made it more it could have like brought it more to life.
Yeah.
I feel like we slacked a little bit and we weren't consistent with that. And I think for 2017, as we continue to work on a new project and like personal goals, I think just to like be consistent in every aspect of the project or goal and not just the one core aspect.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, yeah, so how about you? I probably won't repeat the question.
Okay. For me, what I liked about this channel that I want in 2017 is similar along the lines of you. I think before I was very just thinking about my job, the people at work, and it was all very focused on one problem in my life that was like, it just wasn't weighted in terms of everything going on. So I think I just liked that I had kind of like a well-balanced thoughts. Like it was family here, friends here, relationships, work, spiritual growth. It was like my mind felt like a little bit healthier than the past where it was just, I thought like only one thing in my life was the only thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in terms of what I think I want to improve on that I saw in 2016 that I want to carry forward is I think just articulating my ideas better. I think I see the value. I think I learned a lot from you speaking, like just watching the videos and seeing how you speak or whatever. And I didn't realize that there was like a big difference in how I feel like you're very engaging when you speak. And I think it's important when you have ideas to be able to make people like
want to listen.
Yeah. And so I think I just need to like in my daily life, not just in YouTube, but whenever I have conversations with people, just like make that conscious effort, be like, okay, how am I going to sell this thought? But I think it's like an everyday thing where I just have to keep being cautious about it.
Yeah. So we hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. Christmas already passed, so I hope it was like a fun one for you guys. And if you took any advice from our family and friends Christmas video, then let us know below how that went. And also, obviously, New Year's is coming up tonight, so if you have any New Year's resolutions, let us know down below as well. And this is not the last that you'll hear from us. We'll definitely keep you guys updated on our 2017 project. So we might post like here and there next year, just like progress, how we're doing, and then eventually when we're like ready to maybe launch something, we'll let you guys know for sure. So stay tuned for that.
Thanks for following us through the whole year. We love that you guys supported us through the whole thing and kind of rooted for us. And have a good, happy New Year.
Bye.
See ya.